Cost you nothing to hit that like button, family. Big Chap TV, where you know you gon' see that truth, that now this game so free. He give it a cut, that's how it's gotta be. It's Big Chap TV.
What up, family? Cost you nothing to hit that like button, fam. Larry Hoover. Man, we know Larry been gone for a minute. Gotta keep it real. That man been gone a long time. And we also know when it comes to the game, well, the gangsters know, the streets know. And I feel like Larry Hoover should be able to come home to his family. Because, see, we can get caught up in the streets and forget who he is as people, and I have, whether you're a gang leader, whatever the case might be, or not. But I want you to stick with me on this video because it's more behind what I'm about to talk about. Now, we know Donald Trump, the president, we know Donald Trump is moving like a G, like a gangster. Even his old videos, interviews, Donald Trump was on the level that he on now. Even niggas with their records back in the day used to speak on Donald Trump when they talking about the money, right? But we also know what the good books say about the rich man. We also know from a hood to a politician level, the government, to where if an individual money hungry, like a P. Diddy, family, I'm just keeping it real with certain situations. When the individual is money hungry, it's a motive behind everything that they do. Now, fast forward. New reports come in. Donald Trump commuted Larry Hoover's sentence, and we don't know exactly when he'll be coming home, but he got a shorter sentence coming due to Donald Trump. It could be next week, it can be the next 2 years, it can be the next year, it can be 9 months. We don't know, but Donald Trump have made it happen with Larry Hoover. And free Larry Hoover. He need to be home with his grandkids, family. He been incarcerated for a long time, fam. Now, also I want you to understand, when it comes to politicians, in situations like this, because this is not the only situation that Donald Trump, the Chrisleys, the white couple that had businesses and they had a TV show that went to the feds, he doing the same with them. A lot of the individuals that went federal, that went to the White House and they was riding for Trump and, you know, some people got hurt and everything, he doing the same thing with them. Now, mind you, that Donald Trump commuted and pardoned them before, fam, when it come to Larry Hoover, right? Now, a lot of times you got to even out the gap to make people, especially black people, even when it comes to food stamps, government assistance, a lot of different things like that, it was given to us to overlook what's really real, the oppression that's still going on. Free Larry Hoover. But I'm here to tell y'all, when it comes to President Trump, all his moves is calculated, fam. And this move was calculated, even though this is a black man in our community that a lot of people want to see free. He's an old man, have been gone for a minute, but we also got to remember at the same time the destruction that was happening through Larry Hoover watch with deaths and everything. The influence of Larry Hoover with the GDs, that spread wide. So when it comes to influence that I speak on all the time, fam, this is something that the Most High look at. You can have influence over your kids to make them crash, or some YGs in the streets. A lot of our karma come back from what we have influenced other people to do in our life, not only us. Now, I said all that to say this. Free Larry Hoover. He need to be home. But what is the reason Donald Trump doing what he doing, fam? And the reason he doing what he doing because it's an agenda behind the politics. Even when it comes to Larry Hoover, he can give two fucks. Excuse my language. He could have did it last time he was in office about Larry Hoover. It's just the weather right now. He had that situation go down with the people in the White House that he had to pardon them. So he had to make something look good for the niggas. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm just keeping it real with you. And Donald Trump pretty much open with what I'm talking about. You feel me? He let you know where he stand. Even when it comes to the president, the Ukraine, the way they embarrass him on national TV in a Debo type way, that said a lot about us. And what I mean by that is, one might be saying, well, us, we black, we woo, woo, woo. I mean, this is the president, you know. And ever since Donald Trump been in the office, the world been at chaos. The world is just like a little baby to the president. And what I mean by that is, family, whatever the president on, I'm gonna call him the dad and the mama, and the world is the babies, fam. Whatever type of vibe the president on, the vibe the world tend to be on, right? If you look at it when Biden and all the rest of them, or Obama was in the office, the shit was happening, but shit was way more smoother. Even though Donald Trump come talking the shit that we want to hear, excuse my language, but how many times have an individual talked and did things that you needed done and said what you wanted to hear, and the whole time they was a fraud, fam? So I want y'all to understand that it's bigger. Free Larry Hoover, man, get home to your family. It is what it is. But it's bigger, fam, than what the surface look like. At the same time, homie is commuting Larry Hoover's sentence, family. See, a lot of times it be the game to where, okay, in the courtroom, it's a give and take. Okay, we're gonna bolt this one down, we're gonna let this one go. You know, it be politics behind the sentence that they give local niggas that's going to the pen. One nigga might have the same charge, he get 10, you get 20. You feel me? So it's something behind this situation with Donald Trump, free Larry Hoover, come home. But it's a bigger picture that we must look at as a people, fam. We sell out for government assistance. We sell out for a stimulus check, homie. And individuals that voted for him, that was talking like Donald Trump need to get back in office, they ain't even got that yet. We need reparation. It's so much going on in our community as black people, fam, to where by him doing this with Larry Hoover, all the community, oh, Trump cool. He cool, he free Larry Hoover. How many niggas you know that was cool but they weren't silent? How many people you known in your life to do cool shit but they wasn't silent? I'm not on a political level. I'm not with it. I don't vote. I don't do none of that. I'm just speaking from a most high perspective of things, because when you do something from the heart, it shows. If he really wanted Larry Hoover free, he would have did it the first time he came. But see, the thing is, after the riot, he lost the election, and they started to ride for him at the White House. He pardoned a lot of these people. And in order to still get the black vote, to still get the black people to rock with big money Trump, okay, then we're going to commute Larry Hoover's sentence and get him home. Playing politics. So when it come to what we seeing on a high level, free Larry Hoover again. You feel me? But when it come to what we seeing on a high level right now, it's a reflection of what's going on a local level, because it's an agenda with damn near everybody in life right now, other than the people that's close to you and you know, like your real family. But with people, it's an agenda behind the smile. It's an agenda behind the help that they give you. The same as Donald Trump. The same in Ukraine. It's an agenda behind him helping that man. They're going to rape him at the same time. So I need y'all to understand what's going on, what we see in the Ukraine, different stuff, what's going on with Trump in the world. It's a reflection. The Most High don't put presidents in position for nothing. People will kill the president and they'll die for him too. So whatever type of time the president on, that's what type of time the world is on. The world go off energy and not the word of mouth. I mean, you can cause something to happen, Trump with the word of mouth, but the energy one carry, that's you. You feel me? Even when it come to Biden, I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a none of that, but the world was smoother because of his energy, even though he was a sickly old man. But if you look at it, the world was smoother. Ever since homie been in the office, it's been straight chaos all over the world, fam. Because everybody feel like it's okay to speak out and have an ego and move like Donald Trump. They feeling like it's cool. You get the racists in traffic. I see them in traffic. You feel me? They trying to move like Trump. Even you got niggas on the same tip worshiping Donald Trump. And I'm not saying if that's your president, let that be your president, do what you do. I'm not here to talk politics. But what I am here to speak on is the truth. Free Larry Hoover, but what's the agenda? We see what it is. You pardon other individuals that, you know, the Chrisleys, you know what I'm saying, and individuals that was running in the White House, your people. And for a man to be Trump age, think about this. He got more years behind him than in front. I think him and Larry Hoover around the same age. Trump ain't got long left in this world. And if a man chasing just money and power until you die, he might have 10 years left in this world. Trump like 80 years old, fam. And if you still at this age chasing it like that, that's a demon. One want peace at this age. One want retirement at this age, fam. So when it come to homie, Donald Trump, when it come to this situation, free Larry Hoover. Salute Trump for freeing Larry Hoover. I know if I was in there, I'd be wanting to get freed because I know the streets. It's just the streets. It'll take you under and you'll be doing things that's not even you. And that's what was happening with Larry Hoover. He know who he is as a man now, but then he knew who he was as a GD because this is what the hood bring. You feel me? So at the end of the day, I'm going to keep y'all updated, but Larry Hoover's sentence been commuted and he on his way home, fam. And I'm going to keep y'all updated on this situation, though. But make sure you hit that like button and make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm out.